Thanks for joining us. I'm Megan Roberts. We begin tonight in the Northwest Territories, where the sentencing for a former teacher found guilty of sexual assaults won't happen for another 2 months. A jury found Neil Berry guilty of 2 counts of sexual assault and 2 counts of sexual exploitation in May. But the charges first came to light over 4 years ago. Nadir Hashmi reports.
Some details in the story might be distressing for viewers. The sexual offences Neil Berry was found guilty of happened between 2007 and 2011, involving 2 teenage boys at the time. Berry was back in court yesterday for a hearing leading up to his sentencing. Northwest Territory Supreme Court Justice David Gate said he needs more time, calling the evidence enormous. Even though a jury found Berry guilty, their verdict doesn't lay out the facts and their reasoning in detail. The judge says he has to review the Crown and the defense's arguments to decide which facts to consider for sentencing. A new lawyer is now representing Berry. The lawyer was not at the original trial and he requested several transcripts of the trial to get up to speed. The lawyer argued there are still gaps in the complainant's evidence and timelines. While Crown acknowledged some inconsistencies, they said the complainants were clear about what they experienced and the trauma they remembered. Since the verdict came out in May, multiple RCMP releases have acknowledged that Berry worked in other jurisdictions like Prince Edward Island, Nunavut and Alberta. RCMP says if there are other victims, they should contact their local police detachment, while Berry still remains out on bail. The judge says he'll hear more submissions on August 7th and is expected to deliver a decision in early September. Nadir Hashmi, CBC News, Yellowknife.
Crews continue to fight wildfires east of Yellowknife. People with cabins or lodges on 3 lakes east of the NWT capital are being told to leave the area and ready their properties. On Thursday, intense winds created unsafe conditions and crews pulled back from directly attacking the fires. Today, they resumed direct action on those fires.
So we've got a little bit higher levels of moisture today, which are giving us an opportunity to get some work done from the air on those fires to slow their growth. We've got air tankers actioning fire ZF024 to slow its growth towards areas that could potentially be at threat. We've got structure protection crews heading to work first at Wada Lake and then off to Hearn Lake in the next little bit here to do everything we can to keep those areas safe.
There's little good weather news for lodge and cabin owners in that area. This afternoon, an Environment Canada meteorologist told the CBC there's little to no rain forecast for the area for the next week. The winds that have been fanning the fires are expected to continue for at least the next few days, and temperatures are expected to hover in the low to mid-20s. Meanwhile, in the Yukon, 2 new evacuation alerts have been issued around Mayo due to increased fire activity. Yukon Wildland Fire Management says anyone currently in Keno, McQuestion Lakes, Hanson Lakes, and the Silver Trail Highway from kilometers 101 to 110 should be prepared to leave if needed. It's not an order for residents to leave their properties. The alert is because of the Ladue Lake fire. The fire is about 7 kilometers from Keno City. The second alert was issued for the Silver Trail between kilometers 4 and 24 east of the Stewart River. That's because of danger from the North Ferry Hill fire. The NWT's relationship with Alberta hasn't always been smooth. Officials have complained over a lack of communication in the past when it comes to environmental emergencies. But the territory's environment minister says communication with the province has improved since the Kearl oil spills 3 years ago. He was speaking to reporters this afternoon after hosting an annual meeting of environment ministers in Yellowknife.
Our transboundary water agreements that are working quite well and allowing us to have that communication. And, you know, we don't necessarily agree on all points, but we're certainly having regular conversations and working together to find solutions that work for all of us.
Alberta's environment minister says the province's relationship with the NWT is one it takes seriously. Minister Rebecca Schultz committed to open communication with McDonald about what the province is doing. She also said a task force has been looking at treated mine water with more urgency. A program for victims of gender-based violence in Nunavut has ended. It leaves many people who need care with nowhere to go. Emma Tranter has the details.
Essential health care stripped away. For the last few years, survivors of intimate partner violence in Nunavut have been sent to a program in Winnipeg for medical and mental care. The pilot program started in 2020 and takes place within the Pan Am Concussion Program. It's for people with traumatic brain injuries as a result of intimate partner violence, gender-based violence, and sexual assault. The pilot program mostly worked with women. Now, the program has suddenly stopped.
What's happening to these women that I've seen? These families that I've seen, I don't know what's happening. They certainly need ongoing care, and it's just stopped.
The Public Prosecution Service office in Nunavut also supported the program and referred clients. That medical travel was paid for by the GN because it's not a service that exists in the territory, especially in small health centers where staff change regularly.
It's hard enough for them to be motivated enough to even speak about their traumas, and to have to do it over and over again is just not fair.
In a statement to CBC, the Winnipeg Regional Health Authority says the program was a pilot project, and because of space and resource limitations, it can't continue. A spokesperson says they're looking at ways to continue care through existing services in Nunavut and Manitoba. Emma Tranter, CBC News, Yellowknife.
Police in Nunavut and Nunavik are still searching for 2 missing people. As we told you on Wednesday, RCMP are looking for 14-year-old Richard Jr. Bolender, who's also known as Yayi. Police say he was last seen in Arctic Bay, Nunavut last Saturday. Police say he's an Inuk teenager, 5'4", with black hair, brown eyes, weighing about 140 pounds. Police in Nunavik are searching for 31-year-old Sana Unatwinuk. He was last seen 2 weeks ago on June 20th. Nunavik Police Services say he was last seen at the Auberge Kuujjuaq Inn. Unatwinuk is described as an Inuk man who is 5'7". Police say he was last seen wearing a black cap and a jacket with the words Solidarity Co-op on it. Anyone with information is asked to contact police. There's new training for all physicians and surgeons in Manitoba to address anti-Indigenous racism. The Manitoba College of Physicians and Surgeons has been working with an Indigenous Advisory Circle since 2021 to respond to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission's calls to action. Now, major changes are coming. Heidi Adder has that story.
Starting this June, all doctors in Manitoba need to take multiple mandatory anti-Indigenous racism courses. Dr. Ainsley Mihalchuk is the college's CEO and registrar. She says it's important to know and understand the harms the profession has had on Indigenous people.
It is work that is long overdue, but we believe that on a small scale, if everybody just tries a little bit, we anticipate there has to be some sort of positive change in the system. And I think we're just not prepared to stand still anymore. We owe it to the people who've been harmed to try.
On top of the training, all doctors are mandated to report racism, and there's a new restorative practices program for doctors accused of intentional or unintentional racism. Tara Myron is the knowledge translation and mobilization specialist with the college. Myron says these changes could see Indigenous people trusting physicians more, as too many don't go in to see a doctor until they are incredibly sick.
My vision is to be able to break that life expectancy gap for Indigenous people and to be able to shorten it so that they too have the optimal chance to be able to live long, healthy lives. And most importantly, that's built on the trust. And this program, the Restorative Practices Program, the way I see it is it is the beginning of trust.
Myron says that has the potential to have impacts for generations to come. Mihalchuk says they know it shouldn't have taken 10 years since the calls to action, but they are doing their best now to implement meaningful change. Heidi Adder, CBC News, Happy Valley, Goose Bay.
This astonishing world, with its infinite possibilities, calls to the world shapers, impact makers, visioneers. Together, let's unlock potential everywhere.
New year, New school, new uniform. High school was a chance at reinvention, a whole new me. Who to join? Jocks? Nerds? This was life or death.
Take a risk. Life's short. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Just live your own.
Sometimes you find yourself in the right place at the right time. And if you're there with the right people, well, it doesn't get any better than that.
I brought a few friends along with me today.
3, 2, 1.
Mom, you're embarrassing me in front of the Dragons.
Take me home, James.
Full of surprises here on The Den. Dragon's Den. Watch free on CBC Gem. 12 of Britain's best amateur bakers have made it to the tent.
This is an absolute dream.
Every inch of their baking skill will be scrutinised.
Lovely jubbly.
Those that falter will leave the tent.
One wrong move and it's over.
You want a game? Bring it on.
Go, go, go!
Oh my God! We need help out there.
Yeah, we'll come for you.
This is it! Canada's ultimate challenge.
There's a growing movement of hunters and trappers working to create Indigenous Protected and Conserved Areas, or IPCAs. Hunters in Rankin Inlet and Arviat are launching plans and consultations. Noel Kaludjak reports.
In Rankin Inlet, the Kanak hunters and trappers want to protect the area around Peter Lake, stretching to the southern tip of Pangnaktok Point. It also includes the Dayan River watershed and goes north to the Twin Lake area. KHTO Chair Samuel Alakalak says it will protect the Inuit traditional hunting and fishing grounds.
It won't have any impact on Inuit. We'll still be able to hunt and fish like we normally do. We'll still have full access. Mineral exploration and mining would not be allowed at all in the area, and other development except for access roads and things that benefit the community.
Alakalak says there will be an opportunity to negotiate an Inuit Impact Benefit Agreement with the federal government and eventually create a guardianship program. In Arviat, the HTO is working with the World Wildlife Federation on an IPCA. Alex Isaluk is the president of HTO. He says sensitive areas like the caribou calving grounds are like hospitals for caribou, but he says it's also a prime location of interest for the mining exploration.
The highway for caribou, it's the water crossings. If we disturb that, if we put exploration or mining in there, caribou will move because they're sensitive to any explosions or mining activities, and people from Wellco or Rankin Inlet will have less caribou if we disturb the water crossings or the main caribou migration route, because caribou have been using it for thousands of years.
Isaluk says the money for the exploration and development is good, but the mine eventually closes. The disturbance of caribou is forever. Noel Kaludjak, CBC News, Rankin Inlet.
Illegal scavengers are making off with ancient artifacts from an archaeological dig near Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. And they're also disturbing a site that holds priceless history. As Alexander Silberman shows us, it's stirring action among Indigenous communities.
Here on the North Saskatchewan River, a rare glimpse into how Indigenous people lived nearly 11,000 years ago. But as archaeologists work with great care to unearth tools and soil samples, looters are threatening these valuable clues to the past.
To me, it is so selfish.
This local historian says he's noticing shovel markings and damage as amateur treasure seekers, derisively known as pot hunters, have started turning up.
You're stealing from the future, is what you're doing by pilfering this site.
The Cree name for the site, Asawananik, means a place to cross. A wealth of evidence shows it was an important spot for bison migration and home to long-term Indigenous settlement. Testing of a piece of charcoal confirmed people arrived here shortly after glaciers receded.
This is a window for us, an opportunity and a window for us to peer back thousands of years and write the story right from the onset of habitation.
Indigenous leaders and researchers are now fighting to preserve that story. They've taken funding away from scientific study to add cameras and a motion detector. If the looters go unchecked, archaeologists warn historical context could be lost.
Because you want to know what is the relationship amongst the different artifacts that we find at a site. If something's pot hunted, then you just have a pile of stuff, sitting on the floor.
It's a part of our identity. And I mean, without the land, we don't have that identity.
Nearby First Nations and Métis communities are now in talks with the provincial government. They hope securing a heritage site designation could help stop the damage and preserve the history still hidden under the soil. Alexander Silberman, CBC News, Regina.
3 southern Yukon communities are getting money to help reduce the risk of wildfires. The Yukon and federal governments announced on Thursday that they're spending $17 million over the next 8 years. The money will go toward building fuel breaks, trimming trees, and planting aspen trees in Whitehorse, Teslin, and Haines Junction. Work begins in Haines Junction this fall and in Teslin next year. The funding will expand the existing fuel break in Whitehorse north to the McLean Lake quarries and east to the South Klondike Highway.
That these areas will continue to function as forest ecosystems. We are excited to develop a northern solution for northern problems. For years, scientists have outlined the increased risks that climate change could bring. Longer, more intense fire seasons are now a reality across Canada. This investment really does help northern communities in the face of changing climate. Finally, I would like to remind Yukoners that we all play a role in reducing wildfire risks. Large-scale projects like these are important, but it is equally important that we all prepare ourselves and our homes.
The funding agreement ends in 2033, and the new infrastructure is expected to be maintained past that date. In a changing world, Canada is looking inward more than ever for economic stability. Interprovincial and territorial trade barriers are coming down, and the Prime Minister pushed through a controversial bill to fast-track major projects. So where does the North land in this new world, and how do we grow our economies? The Northern Review, a journal published by Yukon University, just put out a special edition examining northern economies. It was partially funded by the Canadian Northern Economic Development Agency. Ken Coates is a senior editor with the journal. We spoke earlier about the challenges we face in the north and what we can learn from our circumpolar neighbors. Ken, thank you for joining me today.
Great to be with you.
So in terms of economic development, how do we compare in Canada to other circumpolar countries?
To go back to the 1970s, we were actually doing quite well. You could think back to that time, the Yellowknife mine was still operating, Pine Point was going, we were building roads, we were building railways, lots of mines across the Yukon, not so many in Nunavut. But we were prosperous, and people from northern Scandinavia used to come over and take a look at Canada and say, gee, those people are doing it pretty well. Now we've actually fallen quite a way further behind. Those areas are much wealthier. They have a much better distribution of income. They have very, very little poverty. Those are social democratic states, as they've guaranteed housing, guaranteed family incomes, that sort of thing. And so if you go over there, you look around and say, gee, Canada could do much better. And I think we're trying, and we're doing some things really well. But we need to focus on sort of what the future might bring and what our problems really are.
Let's talk about the things we're doing well first. What are our strengths?
So our strengths, we have, you can call it a strength or not a strength, but government funding. So the government funding for the 3 Northern Territories is exemplary. Some of the highest regional government funding in the world. It isn't always enough. People are always asking for more, but in fact, it's a lot of money. And so that's actually, it shows Canada in good regard. Our neighbors in other parts of the world are astonished at how much government funding there is. The other thing that we don't give enough attention to that is really impressive is actually the role of Indigenous economic development corporations and Indigenous governments generally. So you take a look, my favorite is one of the Inuvialuit, for example. Well, they've done a phenomenal job, got a $100 million settlement in 1984. They have over $500 million of commercial assets now. They have a real presence throughout the region, and they're working really hard on creating not just jobs and not just income, but supporting cultural and economic activity. And groups like the Chicho down in the diamond mines capitalized on a commercial opportunity, turned it into a long-term stable sort of operation. We've got some really good examples of excellent development corporations, excellent Indigenous-owned businesses. We now kind of see Indigenous people controlling not just the airlines, but also controlling, moving to control the telecommunication systems. We're doing really well in terms of Indigenous economic empowerment.
Okay, so then what could we be doing better in Canada, in our north?
So number one, be a bit more honest about the challenges. We're not very good about that. You know, we got some huge problems. The area is so vast. The population is so tiny in comparative purposes. We're not very, as a country, very comfortable with cold weather. And we're turning into a nation of softies. So the vast majority of Canadians live right close to the Canada-U.S. border. Most of them live south of the 49th parallel. So Canadians are not a northern people. And so the people in the north are kind of on their own. And the government sends some money up there to say, look after yourselves, that sort of thing. I think we can do a lot better by looking at other models. I think the rest of the world should take a look at what the Arctic co-ops do. And they do a remarkable job of sort of capitalizing on economic opportunity. I think we can look in Finland, northern Sweden, in Norway, and take a look at what they've done. They overcome the similar sort of challenges of small populations, remote locations, all those other kind of issues. And they're doing much, much better economically, and socially. Advantages follow that. So if you have a good economy, lots of employment, people own their own homes, it actually starts looking up across the board. So we should be more comparative as we sort of go forward. And then we also have to capitalize on making government spending work for the entire economy. So our biggest problem in the north is we don't have a big enough private sector. Government sort of pushes out the private sector all left, right, and center. Private sector companies bring personnel into Yellowknife or bring them into Inuvik or bring them into Iqaluit, and the government people hire them away very shortly. And we've got a real tension building up there that I think is not healthy for the north as a whole.
I want to go back to what you were saying too about Southern Canadians and not wanting to come up here in the winter. I've been trying to get a friend to come up here in March for years now from Toronto, and it's a rough ride. She's just really afraid of the cold. So cold aside, how do we get Southern Canadians on board to try to get this kind of economic investment we need in many different sectors in the north to help strengthen us as a nation, really?
So absolutely right about strengthening as a nation. You cannot have an area that is very poor, marginalized economically, sort of dependent on government. The rest of the country sort of looks at the north with callous disregard, to be honest. They don't really internalize our challenges and our needs very much in the slightest. So what we can do is get more people up here so they can actually see it. Anybody who comes up to Yellowknife and shows up in the middle of March is going to have a fabulous time. Northern Lights, the Arctic, they go snowmobiling. People who live there in Yellowknife have a fabulous time in March. People who live in the Yukon in November love November. The same, the Inuit all across Nunavut and Northwest Territories, they laugh at people who don't like the cold. I mean, it's all a state of mind. Like, I personally cannot stand hot weather, so I would much rather go to 20 below than go to 30 above. And so this is how do you get past this state of mind? So let me give you an example of what's happening in northern Finland. They've actually developed two things. One is a very robust winter tourism industry. People come up to go skiing, they go up to go dog sled riding, they reindeer sledding, they do all these winter things, and they go up there and love it. Finland has thousands of saunas all over the place where people go in the sauna, get hot, and come out and roll in the snow. So Finland makes a big deal of this. But now they're actually spending a lot of their time and effort promoting what they call cool tourism. As the climate changes, United States, southern Canada gets hotter and hotter and hotter all the time. You look at sometimes in the Okanagan and it's 42 above and 43 above and 44 above. What they're doing in northern Finland, northern Sweden is marketing cool tourism. So don't stay down there and roast. why don't you come up here in July and August, and it's only 24, 25 above, and you can actually go outside and do some things. You might go swimming in the lake, you might go fishing, you might just go for hiking or whatever it happens to be. So get people to understand what the North has to offer. Let them see what's actually going on, and to see some of the successful businesses so they get a much better sense of the fact that this is a commercial zone and not just a government dependency.
Okay, Ken, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for your time today.
You're more than welcome.
For the first time, women in Nunavut-Kivalliq region can apply for a land-based addiction program in Rankin Inlet. The Pularvik Kablu Friendship Center is running the addiction program starting on August 5th. The center's addictions program manager says 4 cabins will provide accommodations for clients.
We have cabins that's outside of Rankin, 9 kilometers out of town. We have cabins that have 2 beds in each, so we could only take 8.
Ayaruak says the program has already received a dozen applications. She says it's a definitive sign that people want help.
I always let them know that it's because they're willing to help themselves. They're making that step with the support from us. We can only do so much for them, but they have to have that willingness to change themselves.
The program will run until September. In the NWT, the hamlet of Uluhaktok came together for its 2nd annual Inuit wrestling tournament on Wednesday night. The event saw people of all ages coming together to practice the sport. Rain and cold winds eventually put a stop to the outdoor competition, so coaches took the opportunity to teach eager young students some traditional moves and share the history of the sport in the region. The community's wrestling club has been meeting every Wednesday after school since September. They're training for the Canada Summer Games this August in Newfoundland. Now let's take a look at your weather. And that is Northbeat for tonight. For news anytime, go to cbc.ca/north. Thank you for watching. I'm Megan Roberts. Have a great weekend.